What up, Qatar? I'll be right back, guys. What's up, guys? Bam, bam, bam. Run those likes up, boys. Y'all are hanging out in here. Run those likes up. Hit the 3 dots. How y'all doing? More unique than Sauvage, but masculine and mass appealing. I'd probably say Gucci Guilty Elixir, to be honest, Mike. Mass appealing and unique aren't really synonymous, so I would point him in the direction of Gucci Guilty Elixir. What's up, Joel? Good to see you, Pablo. Good to see you, like. Dashy, what's up? Scent of the day was Sauvage. Read the title, guys. Read the title. If you're new, read the title. What is a fragrance that you can wear to work and women will ask you what you're wearing? Boss bottled the scent magnetic. Elixir smells more expensive than it is. Great frag. Yes, absolutely. Scent of the day, Jet Black Intense by Michael Malone. Beautiful. Got my water ready. I don't know how late I can go tonight, but I'm here for you guys. You got any fragrance questions? Hit me up. By the way, run the likes up in the chat so the trolls get filtered out. Run those likes up, baby. 3 dots right here or 3 dots right here, and then hit the likes. What up, everybody? Good to see you all. Good to see you all. What fragrance questions y'all got for me, man? Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, brother. Hey, by the way, Joel, we're just gonna do 3 for 3, so 6 total. Since you have 2 seasons for each, we're gonna do 6 apiece for the 3 that you have, and then because I have a couple of meetings tomorrow that came up, so we'll do we'll do part 2 at a later date, but we'll do part 1 tomorrow. So the first 3 moods. Dun, 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 dun. Thoughts on the new Gucci Guilty Absolute? It's okay. I wasn't blown away. Yeah, I know unique is almost never coinciding with mass appeal, but I think he's just trying to find something less. Yeah, Gucci Guilty Elixir is an NPC. Sauvage isn't even an NPC either. I mean, if he thinks it's NPC, that's just him. Women don't think that way. Women don't think that way. I asked Mitra at Les Parfums in here the other day, what she thinks about men who wear generic fragrances, and even another gal we brought on, and I thought they were gonna say, you know, to Eros and Sauvage and stuff like that, that it smells cheesy on a man, but they said they appreciate a man that just even thinks about wearing a fragrance. So, you know, contrary to belief, men, Sauvage and Eros and Gucci Guilty Elixir are not NPC. Women love them, and they don't need you to do the most. They just need you to do what they like. Opinions on pie. Pie's a great fragrance. Givenchy pie, super slept on. Super slept on. I don't think it's slept on. I just think people don't know about it. You got to be kind of a collector to know about it. And if you're not a collector, you had to have grown up with someone in your family wearing it. Yeah, pie is great. Pie is great. Women love pie. Any update on the giveaway? Giveaway is coming. It's just taking me a while. I'm hoping to do an announcement this week on the giveaway. It's just been super busy. But trust me, when the giveaway comes this month, it will be so worth it. You guys got to understand, every time we do a giveaway, the channel's growing and things are going out of control. So as things get bigger and better, good things take time. Good to see everyone in here, by the way. I hope your guys' Sunday night's going good. I hope you guys all have Monday off. Yeah, pie is awesome. Thoughts on Boss, the scent for him, Magnetic Hugo Boss. It's an amazing fragrance. Very good. Could go work, could go nightlife, could go date night, all the above. It's got a nice serious tone to it, but still got that sweetness. One of the better Boss fragrances. I honestly think Versace Eros EDP is slept on since a lot of fragrance channels bash on it. I don't see channels bashing on it. I know people call it typical, but I don't see them really bashing it. Thoughts on Order Parisi? You know, I haven't smelled that pigeon. As far as Order Parisi, I've only tried 2 or 3 fragrances. I think Megamare and a couple other leather scents and animalic scents. But I think that house overall is a very mature house just due to the fact that there's a lot of animalics and musks. And I think it's an Italian perfumer that made a lot of fragrances for his older father. So, and then the culture of Italian, you know, I think a lot of commercial mass appeal fragrance lovers can't really get into it, but for the mature kind of collector / fragrance enthusiast, Order Parisi is a great house. Thoughts on Azzaro, the most wanted EDP Intense? It's okay. I prefer the parfums. Why do you think Pacific Chill is overpriced? Why do you? What's your thoughts on the Ganymede DNA? I love it. I prefer the clone of Ganymede, but I do love Ganymede. I love everything from Marc Antoine Burroughs. He's really good. What's up, Cashmere? Have you tried the new Prada for Men green bottle? Yeah, it's very average to me. It's good. I mean, it's NPC, but it's good. What will happen if I wear Trace Oros around women? You will get women. Just blind bought YSL La Nuit de l'Homme EDP. Loved it. What's your opinion on that fragrance? I love it. It's seductive. It's fresh. It's beautiful. It's complex. It punches above designer quality. Anything from the L'Homme line is beautiful. La Nuit de l'Homme, Blue Electrique, L'Homme, they're all great. What a tone if it feels right. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Got to be able to talk to women, though. Yeah, you do. Fragrances won't do all the work for you, boys. Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. What's a good clone of Dior Homme Intense? Camaro Homme Intense and Cayenne Classic. Either one are beautiful. Do you know of a great clone for Louis Vuitton Imagination? Sahib Intense, made by the house of Ard Al Zafran. Rewind my video if you need to re-listen to me say that. I have YSL myself, Dior Sauvage, Lamal Elixir, Zaro, Walmo, Gucci Guilty Elixir, Ulysses. Or Prada Black. Gary's Den is not Dior Homme Intense. It's Dior Homme Parfum, which is a lot ashier, airier, more versatile, daily wear. It's not as creamy. But Gary's Den is amazing. I have it, but it is not Dior Homme Intense. Do you think Lattafa fragrances have the same strength as originals? No, I don't. I like Killian liquor scents, but the $400 price tag is steep for me. Well, just name a fragrance. I'll tell you the clone, introspective. You'll still get performance. You just might not get as much, or you might not get the depth, but doesn't mean they're not worth purchasing and saving the money. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé or Angel Share? Privé, Dashi. If you had to pick one, Gucci Guilty Elixir or Eros? I can't. They're both good. Get Gucci Guilty Elixir if you want to feel a little bit more manly. Get Eros if you want more compliments. What's the best Louis Vuitton in your opinion? Afternoon Swim. How close is Cayenne Classic to Dior Homme Intense? At least 90 to 95. What's up, Dusan? How do you make fragrances project stronger on your skin? Take a shower, wear lotion. Oh. Or get Molecule 1 or Ambroxan or ISOE Super, any of that stuff. Best way to find a scent that matches me. Write down things that describe you and ask ChatGPT. This message is held, scent of the day, homage, beloved man. Beautiful, Dusan. Beautiful. Have you smelled Tom Ford Black Liqueur? Yes, I have. It's cool. It's a cool scent, but it's not very, very, very niche and not for everybody. Very cool scent, though. In that order, Beige. Hasavat, then Oolong Cha, then Torino 21. All three are great. Vibrato can go on the end of that list as well. Ties with Torino. Do you like the fact that Lalique has vetiver in almost all their fragrances? What do you think, Dashi? What do you think? It's good to see you guys, by the way. How's your Sunday going? Do you guys all have Monday off? Personally, I'm a fan of vetiver, so yes. Well, there you go. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Joel, I have my picks, by the way. I've got my 6 fragrances sitting right over there on the counter. So you better be ready. But the performance in Lalique is average, which is negative. I don't think it's a negative. I don't think it's a negative. If you collect a lot of fragrances, you will understand very quickly that a lot of stuff doesn't have beast performance. You are very fortunate to get 4 to 6 hours of performance on average. If a fragrance has 2 to 3 hours of performance, that's when I'm getting a little bit upset. But that's rare, and you should never have that fragrance in the first place. Is Lalique White a good blind buy for an 18-year-old? Will I get compliments? No. I mean, it's a good blind buy for you, but if you're looking for compliments, don't buy it. It's not a fragrance that screams, give me a compliment. If you want a compliment as an 18-year-old, you have to stick with sweet fragrances. You just do. Women like boys, girls that like boys, like sweet fragrances, you know? So Eros, Energy, Flame, Stronger With You Intensely. They like fresh fragrances, so if you want a compliment, you can wear Versace Mano Fresh or Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. General Reserve Privé, Prada Black, Prada Luna Rosa, Pure Excess, all that stuff. What vetiver fragrance do you recommend for somebody trying to get into vetiver? Roja vetiver. Lalique Equus or vetiver sensual? Both are just as versatile, but the more complex, rich scent is going to be Mancera. Thoughts on Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDP? It's not an all-year fragrance to me. Cherry Almond Champagne. Cherry Almond Champagne. If you think you can wear that all year, go ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. I might as well just stretch while you guys are asking me questions. What kind of, everyone's doing good, Dave. Good to hear from you, buddy. What kind of fragrance would you recommend for a man's man with a physical job? Lalique Lin Sumi. How can you make Bentley Absolute have louder performance and better longevity? First off, you could spray it more. You can also get Encre Noir a la Extreme and put it under it. Yeah, the leather is so light, though. It has more of a champagne, sparkly feel to it, to me. Feels very light. When I think leather, I think heavy, I think weighty. Sometimes people put a little bit of leather in the base of a fragrance just to make it feel sophisticated. That's what I feel L'Homme Ideal Extreme does. You don't smell a leather note, you smell a mature note, to my nose at least. So I don't really call that a leather fragrance. I call a leather fragrance a fragrance where it smells like leather. Maybe to a trained nose, light leather translates as leather, but I think to the everyday nose, L'Homme Ideal Extreme does not come off as a leather scent. It comes off as a cherry champagne-ish type of scent. What do you think about Bentley Intense? I like original Bentley, not Bentley Intense. What's your opinion on Boss Bottle Absolute? It's good, solid. If you can snag it for 30 bucks, get it. Best smoky cherry fragrance that doesn't smell like a women's hairspray. Probably either Danae or Triumph of Bacchus from Argos. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Scent of the day, Molinard's Gingerbread. Very nice, Ricky. Good taste, brother. Best Club de Nuit. None of those, Dornick. Per-show one. If it feels right. I wish I could play music, but then my monetization gets turned off on the channel. Can't wait till the next pod drop tomorrow. Those are always the highlight of the week. Well, a pod this week, because of Labor Day, the pod won't drop tomorrow. The pod's going to drop Tuesday. There will be an episode that drops tomorrow, but it'll just be a normal review. But in return, I'm filming 2 pods tomorrow for the week. So you guys will get 2, but it'll just start on Tuesday. Do you know of any great afternoon swim clones? Yes. Yes. Oh, wait, no. If you get an afternoon swim rendition, Barrett has one, Sensual Obsessions has one, and Alexandria has one. What's your take on Creed Cologne Gray Label? Oh, Aventus Cologne? It's good. I mean, I think for people who don't really love pineapple, but they just want a little bit of pineapple, they want something more versatile, Aventus Cologne is great. Coconut Lagoon is nice, David. Arctic Slater Nautica Voyage. Ooh. They're the same, really. You might lean towards Slate if you want more of an Invictus Aqua feel, and you'll lean towards Nautica Voyage if you want more of a Mano Fraiche Dolce & Gabbana light blue feel. Or if you're somebody who doesn't like C notes or cucumber feels, then you'll go with Arctic Slate as well. Some people say that Nautica Voyage has a cucumbery feel. I don't really get that, but where the heck is my Nautica Voyage? I gotta find it. Oh, shoot. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, I post 2 to 4 videos every single day. Make sure you join. Give it a shot. Sometimes you don't realize how tired you are until you stand in front of a camera for an hour. Put some chapstick on, man. I am parched. Boom, 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 boom. Vetiver Sensual or Equus? Both. Because see, Equus is going to give you that grapefruit amber feel. It's like Dolce & Gabbana light blue forever. Vetiver Sensual is going to give you that bright, grassy, lemony complexity. You know, they're two different scents. And also, Vetiver Sensual is a little bit more mature than Equus. Equus is a little bit more somewhere between like casual and upscale casual. Vetiver Sensual is like upscale casual to formal or to semi-formal. Best parfum de Marley for this time of year, probably Leighton. Leighton or Carlisle will work really nice this time of year. I would probably lean towards Leighton because it's fresher. Wear Carlisle and Wajon closer to the winter. Is it true there are colognes that have gunpowder, blood, credit card blend scents? Yes, there are. There's several, actually. I've found probably about 10 of them in my day. Absolutely, Pablo. Any other questions are welcome, man. I'm sitting here for an hour for you guys. So, by the way, if any of you guys haven't hit the like button, please do me a favor if you're finding value. Hit the 3 dots here or the 3 dots here, and then that'll bring down a menu that'll allow you to like the video and give it a thumbs up. That'll filter out a lot of the trolls as well. That way Joel doesn't have to work as hard. Here's a question for you guys since it's a little bit dull in the question section tonight. What fragrances do you guys have your eye on? What stuff are you thinking about buying or that you've wanted to buy for a while but you haven't? Probably Coco Loco from Coco Loco or Coconut Lagoon. Forget which house that belongs to. Zaharoff, maybe? Coco Loco? Both of those fragrances are good, though, but Virgin Island water sucks with performance. Miami's got way better performance. Okay, so I've got an essentials list that I'm building up. So can I have something I can go to at any point when I'm trying to build my collection and I notice my list is missing some boozy stuff? I feel like you tried to put 3 questions in one. Are you just asking me for a boozy scent, Mike? Game of Spades wild card. Okay, I see you. I see you, Dave. Dave, is anything steering you away from getting Aqua Dubai? I just purchased Angel Share on the Rocks. What is Angel Share on the Rocks? Is that a fragrance? I know Vodka on the Rocks and Angel Share are 2 different fragrances. Is there an Angel Share on the Rocks fragrance? I really want Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman. I wish I could say the same thing. I have it. Make sure you get the Talismanic straight if you're going to get it, because you get way more performance. I need that cologne. Okay. Yeah, what are some essential boozy scents that have a beginner collection? How old are you, Mike? So drop was A. Nice. Oh. Mike, what's your age? Mike, what's your age, buddy? Best Dior for daily wear. Dior Homme Cologne or Dior Homme Sport? Yeah, so boozy. This one right here. Bentley for Men Original. Get this one if you want booze. Don't get Bentley for Men Intense. Get Bentley for Men. That's your intro to booze. I think Aqua Dubai is a dupe of Imagination. Wildcard is a dupe of... Oh, I thought, for some reason, I thought you said Full House. I'm sorry. Lafayette Street... Oh, yeah, no, Wildcard is a good Lafayette Street. Okay. Does Cupid... I don't know, y'all fools. Goodbye. How is Joe Milano wild card? Oh, it's good. It's good. For some reason, I thought he said Full House. If I had to sell my whole collection, I'd probably charge $30K. Good night, Daniel. Give your dad his phone back. Best cologne for a 12-year-old boy getting into fragrances. Lilo and Stitch. Superman. CR7. Actually, a really good, like, niche fragrance for really little kids is, like, something from Imaginary Authors. They would love that. They would absolutely love that. Yeah, Mike, if you're 17, you're not ready for Ombre Noir yet. You're just not. I don't care how much of an old soul you are, you're not ready for it yet. You might like how it smells. It won't go good on you as a 17-year-old. Get Bentley for Men and start there, and then we'll move on from there. Yeah. Absolutely. It doesn't matter how mature you feel, some fragrances just will look weird on you that are boozy. Yeah, Pablo, go into like, there's a fragrance called like Waffle Cone, Canary, Memoirs of a Trespasser, stuff like that. That for a kid would be a fun experience because opening that package, smelling the fragrance, a lot more playful. He'll love it. Um, yeah, like I said, man, I've always been an old soul too, man. I was the type of guy who, as an 18-year-old, I used to, hang out and chat with people 10, 15, 20 years older than me. But it doesn't matter. It matters like the perception of people with a particular scent profile. And when it comes to boozy scents, a lot of booze comes with thicker stuff, like animalics and musks and leather and stuff like that. And you'll just look out of place. I mean, imagine if as a 17-year-old you showed up to school tomorrow in a trench coat. Like you could do that if you want, because that might be what you're into, but you're still going to be looked at crazy. So get Bentley for Men. It's a much lighter, boozy feel, but it's still light and airy. It's mature. It's got that maturity you're looking for, but it's not punching too much above your age. It's really nice. And you can go to Burlington and get it for like 20 bucks, and it smells like a niche fragrance. What's a better cinnamon scent? Parfums de Marly, Wajan, or, Wajan, easily. Absolutely, Pablo. Absolutely. What other questions y'all got for me, man? I'm going to smell some fragrances while you guys are coming up with your questions. I'm going to smell some of my vintage stuff. What's your rating on Born in Roma Intense? I give it like an 8 out of 10. Easily. Strong 8 out of 10. Women love Born in Roma. Women absolutely love Born in Roma. That's the thing. A lot of men might critique it for not being that complex, but it's got the sweetness, it's light, it's airy, it's got that kind of champagne sparkly feel to it. It's soft, it's mature. Not mature, but mature for being a fresh, sweet scent. Women absolutely love it. God dang, this smells good. So here's a older fragrance I'm trying right now. 125 years, your companion for life. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Man, these vintage scents are just making me so happy right now. So you think Aqua Dubai is the best inspiration of imagination? No, Dave. I was just wondering what were your... I thought you originally said Full House, so I was asking, like, have you thought about Aqua Dubai? Because they're both the same. They just do different things. But to me, I have both of them in samples. I preferred Sahib Intense. Sahib Intense is the closest imagination I've ever smelled. It's got the performance. It's got the complexity. It looks crazy, but it's the best imagination. No question. No question. Sahib Intense from Ard Al Zafran. Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. And again, I don't judge on your age or anything, Mike. It's just when you ask me for recommendations, age plays into that. I know that you like more mature scents, but if you were to ask me that as a 20-year-old or as a 30-year-old, my answer would be different. Not because I'm judging, but because I'm trying to put it in context with what you can achieve while still being somebody who people think, you want to smell your age with your own unique personality. Some fragrances might fit your personality, but not your age, So it's good to try and get somewhere in the sweet spot. I honestly thought they have the same cinnamon scent. Yeah. What's a perfect age for it? For what? Born in Roma is any age. Any age. I would say once you're past about 30, now it becomes a very casual scent. But 30 and down, it could be upscale casual or even date night, casual date. Do you have any recommendations for all your going out and special occasion scents for Max 5060 Lean Summer? Special occasion, summer. You could pull off Lalique white and black for the summer and it still feels special. That latent DNA, absolutely. Yeah, totally. $25 niche banger. Lalique white and black for the summer. That would go sweet. Another one, Halloween Man Shot. Absolutely. I wear Sauvage Elixir a lot in the winter just because of how much I enjoy the scent. It's just one of those things where you wear for your own ambiance and mood, which I absolutely love about it. Yeah, I don't have Sauvage anymore, but somebody sent me, I won some sort of giveaway. Somebody sent me this right here, Fragrance World Suave Parfum concentration. And this is close enough for me. I've smelled all the Sauvages and I've owned the Sauvages. Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, Parfum, Sauvage Elixir, I have all of them. This is plenty. After smelling this, I might lean towards Maison Alhambra's Salvo, either Eau de Parfum or Extrait, but this is really good. For a giveaway, this is banging. You know, it pushes off skin. Really nice scent. Sauvage will never get old. You know, it's fresh, spicy, a little bit of sweetness. It's nature-esque in the back. You know, it's just, women will always love that. And it's edgier than Eros and Gucci Guilty Elixir. How close is Massage infused to imagination? Not that close. Thoughts on Dior Fahrenheit EDT? Strong. My dad's been wearing it for 30 years. So like 13 to 16 is great for it. What's your question, Acid? Oh yeah, 13 to 16, you could definitely wear Born in Roma. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm getting Detour Noir, so I don't need another Leighton dupe. I wouldn't, dude, Detour Noir sucks. Everybody buys Detour Noir because so many influencers are hyping it on YouTube, and then they buy it and they're like, oh, this is amazing. And then like 3 months later, they never wear it again, and that's the first fragrance they sell. Trust me when I tell you, Lalique white and black is not a dupe. It's a designer. So you get a bigger quality upgrade, and Lalique white and black actually smells like Leighton. Detour Noir is the same as Assad is to Sauvage Elixir. It's only like 85%. It's a good scent in and of itself, but it's not Leighton, and you're not going to smell like Leighton. Want a daily fragrance? Try YSL. Want a daily fragrance like YSL, but more fresher. I mean, if I were you, I would just go into Sauvage EDT or Armani Code Absolute. What up, Rambo? Thoughts on ombre leather? Get Eau de ombre leather. Eau de ombre leather. If you want to be stingy and ignorant and you want to just stay getting the original ombre leather, please get the Parfum version. Hey, anytime, Acid. We do this a lot, man. Questions are always welcome. I just stand here for an hour until I fall over and answer all your guys' fragrance questions. Boom, 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 boom. Give your mom her phone back. Good night. Oh, what's your favorite leather tobacco scent? Ombre Noir, Lalique. I'm not a big fan of tobacco and leather. I'm a fan of leather and I'm a fan of tobacco. I rarely like to see them come together. Would Odyssey Ohm Black Edition work? For what, Dashi? Royal Tobacco is nice. I haven't smelled the other two. Joel, wait till you see some of my vintage hauls, man. I think I'm at 60. Then should I blind buy Shagaf, Oud, or Liam Gray, or should I buy Assad Bourbon if you say so about Detour Noir, or maybe you have any other recommendations for max $20, $25 right now for daily wear in the winter? I'm telling you, Blaze, I'm telling you, cancel your order of Detour Noir, which you probably haven't even placed it yet, and get Lalique White and Black. It will fit the season that you're looking for. It will smell amazing, and it's $25. It's hard to get a $20, $25 amazing fragrance in general, even in the clone game. Trust me when I tell you Lalique White and Black is going to be perfect in winter, any season, any reason, but mostly a fall winter scent. It smells super high quality, big compliment factor, huge compliment factor, 100 ml. It's going to give you performance. Trust me, man. Just trust me on this. In the close second to it, I would say Halloween Man Shot, but it'll be a lot harder for you to get that fragrance. Well, I'm doing vintage shopping on it. I don't really shop on it. There's just a vintage outlet that's doing a liquidation right now, so I'm bidding on all of these vintage fragrances that I can get originals to. As a daily fragrance, what's in the same wheelhouse as YSL Y? Give me a second. So you're looking at probably so it's looking like your only real options for alternatives is going to be Afnan 9 AM Dive or Fakar Black from Latafa. Trying to get a job to get a nice collection of fragrances, but literally no one will hire me at 14. Start selling stuff online. Start selling stuff on the Facebook Marketplace. Any coffee frags like the Day 3 one because it came off a little too harsh on my skin, something similar that would be nice. I mean, if you want smoother, you're going to have to go with like Kamra Kawa. The other coffee scents that I'm aware of are... You can always think about layering, Mike. Like, here's a great option for you. If you have Lamal Elixir or Halloween Man Shot or Kamra Kawa, you can put on that fragrance and spray La Tacita de Café on top. That way you'll get a little bit of the roasted coffeeness, more of a photoreal coffee, but it's smooth and it's sweeter and it's more creamy. So I mean, it sounds like you don't really have the fragrance. It sounds like you just have like a tester or something, but if you have the actual fragrance, then start thinking about comboing. Is it blind buy safe? What's the performance and what does this smell? It smells like Layton. It is blind buy safe. And the performance is about 6 to 8 hours, depending on your skin and hygiene. Do you remember a perfume for the late 90s called Bad Boy? No, I don't. Is Bentley for Men Original more of a fougere? As far as classification goes, I wouldn't consider it a fougere, even though it is. Because fougères have different categories within them, and most people think fougere means barbershop, and it doesn't. So if you're thinking some kind of grassy barbershop feel, that's not what it feels like. It's a boozy scent with some fougere undertones. It's very fresh, it's very light, it's not too earthy, it's not anything like that. It feels like an ambery, boozy, apple juice type of weight. Great scent. Question is, which one is better for performance? You got to stop doing follow-up questions because I answer so many questions and I can't refer back to what you followed up on. All of those have great performance, Dashi. I mean, you got to pick something to sell, Acid. It can be old stuff. It can be old fragrances. You can buy stuff off of Amazon for really cheap and then resell them on Facebook Marketplace. You got to be at your age. There's no reason why you shouldn't be on Chat GPT. Here's a simple question. Hey, I'm 14 years old and I'm trying to make money, but no one will hire me. What are the best places that will hire a 14-year-old that make the most money? Bam, copy all those jobs down. I'm 14 years old and I'm at home and I want to get into selling stuff on the Facebook Marketplace. What are some cheap items I can get from Amazon.com that I could then sell on the Facebook Marketplace? Bam. You could literally ask ChatGPT anything you need and it will build out a plan. And it'll be super realistic and practical because you can feed it the information you want. Halloween Man X is coffee. Yeah, but it's not that strong of coffee. Halloween Man X has the tiniest coffee undertone, at least to my nose. Hi, brother. What's the best affordable office fragrance that has longevity? Lalique Lin Sumi, $40, good longevity. Office scents with good longevity. Bentley for Men Black Edition, Mont Blanc Presence. Try any of those in the office. It'll be great. Yeah. Definitely work with layers if your fragrances aren't working for you. What up, Jay? How close is it to latent? To me, 95%. The only reason it's not 100% close to latent is because it's a little bit fresher, which I like that because it makes it more versatile. It's almost like the Versace Eros of the latent DNA. It works during the day, all season, and it doubles as date night, doubles as winter, cold weather, nightlife, stuff like that. Thoughts on our Moth Untold? It's probably the most reasonable BR540 to get. Very good longevity, very good quality. With all the different BR540 dupes out there, I still feel like Untold is the best. Absolutely, Dashy. Always make use of the rewind feature. Would you say Bentley OG is comparable to Ambar Dominicana? No. No, completely different fragrances. Ambar Dominicana is a spicy amber with a tiny undertone of vanilla and Coca-Cola. So Ambar Dominicano is somewhere of a cross between Red Tobacco from Mancera and Creation E or Enigma from Roja. Like as far as the booze is done. Yeah, I already answered that. What are your thoughts on Latafa Nadja and the performance? I don't have many thoughts on it, but as a smell, I give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. What's up, Waleed? Been thinking of that Lalique Black and White. Man, that thing is... Listen, guys. Listen. You guys hear me talk about fragrances a lot, and I give them ratings, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This sucks. That sucks. If I ever point something to you to get from my shelf, I'm not going to recommend a fragrance that is anything lower than an 8 out of 10. To me, anything 7 and below is not even worth recommending because you're not looking for average. Now, not everything is going to be a 10 out of 10, and not everything should be a 10 out of 10. It's hard, if you're being truly critical, it's hard for a lot of stuff to be 10 out of 10s. But everything in my collection is mostly a 9 and up, but there are some fragrances that I give about an 8. But I would not make a recommendation to you unless I felt like it would change your life, meaning you would buy it and you would be super excited to have it and wear it. I'm not going to recommend that's why I always point to my own collection, right? Because I'm not going to recommend some other random fragrance that I don't own. What would you recommend for a fruity fragrance, for a fruity, soft beginner scent that will linger for a few hours? So fruity for you would probably, what do you mean by fruity? Citrus or like strawberry, banana? Name some fruits or some citruses that you want, and I'll point you to a fragrance. Share your views on Guerlain fragrances and show if you have any, specifically Shalimar, if it's men's or women's fragrances. In Guerlain, all I have is samples because the only fragrance that I would ever buy from Guerlain at this point is L'Instant de Guerlain, which is on its way. Everything else I have in samples. I have Shalimar, I have Chamade, I have Jicky, I have Vetiver, Eau de Parfum and Parfum. I have L'Instant de Guerlain. I have Supreme L'Homme Ideal Extreme. I have a lot of Guerlain, but the only Guerlains that I think are worth purchase are L'instant de Guerlain, as well as Aqua, Allegoria, Vetiver, and Neroli. Those two are on the way. The thing about Guerlain is everything is so reformulated. I hate it. That's why I test it all before I buy it. I just recently finished all my testers, and you know, I also have Mitsuko, but I just don't. Today's Guerlain is not Guerlain anymore. Citrus. Okay, so you asked for a citrus. Oh, a soft citrus. Easily Dolce & Gabbana light blue O intense. Don't get original light blue. Dolce & Gabbana light blue O intense or Dolce & Gabbana light blue forever. Both of those are amazing beginner citruses. Amazing. You'll wear them every day. Lalique Pour Homme's so good. I agree. A lot of people can't wear this fragrance. I think the entry fee to this fragrance is you got to be at least 30 and up. If you're an ambitious 25-year-old, if you work with a suit on, you know, it could work. You know, maybe if you're a car salesman or something. But if you're not 30 and up, I don't think you can get into this. If you're 30 and down, but you want a scent profile like Bois de Portugal from Creed, which is what this basically is, I think you have to go down to Mercedes-Benz Intense. That's the more modern, fresher, young guy take on this scent. But man, it is such a good fragrance. I can't, it's criminal that this fragrance is $20. Absolutely criminal. Have you smelt the new Imagination clone in the silver bottle? Maybe. Who's the house? Anytime, guys. Mike, you can't. Mike, don't do it, Mike. Mike, this is not 17. This is not 17. You won't get any compliments. You won't get the girls. No one's going to take you seriously. Do not buy this. If you want this, Mike, buy Mercedes-Benz Intense. Trust me. Trust me. If you want this DNA, you want something like this, please get Mercedes-Benz Intense. You will thank me. Trust me. Mercedes-Benz Intense will get you right in the door with this scent profile, but you will smell just a few years older. You put this on, you will look like you're trying to be a 35-year-old. For the love of God, please get Mercedes-Benz Intense, because even with Mercedes-Benz Intense, you're as a 17-year-old, you're still going to smell like you're 25, but it'll still be closer. Dum, 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 dum. Do people not realize I have AI in here controlling this? People are so retarded. You know, Seth, I don't want to diss Obsession because in a lot of people's eyes, it is a vintage or old school masterpiece. I never gelled with the DNA of Obsession. It just wasn't for me. So I don't want to share thoughts on it because I don't want to deter anybody away from that fragrance, because I do recognize it is a massively popular sold older fragrance. Best 90s cologne: Cool Water, CK1, Tommy, Eternity, or Polo. Probably all of them, to be honest. I mean, I really couldn't argue against Cool Water. CK1's amazing. Tommy, original Tommy is great. I prefer Tommy Girl. Eternity is solid. Polo's solid. I mean, you know. Troy. Oh, you're answering Troy's question. Got it. Make it one if it feels right. Do, 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 do. Do you ever mix different colognes? No. I mean, sometimes, but not really. Would you have any recommendations for someone who's like it but wants to branch out? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of vintage I've been picking up recently. The thing is it's hard to get vintage unless it's super popular and they're still selling it today. You know, like I have this Eau de Lalique from the House of Lalique. It was made in the 80s or 90s. Just perfection. Airy floral citrus, but it's not floral sweet. It's just a very airy. Oh, this fragrance right here is a vintage I just picked up. I don't think I would really consider this vintage, but it is old. Police. Bad Guy from Police. Let me see when this fragrance came out, actually. Police, Bad Guy. To Be Bad. So Police to Be Bad was made in... Oh, wait, no, that's a recent one. It's the old Police. Well, this is based off of a vintage fragrance, though. This smells incredible. For a vintage fragrance, it smells like it was made yesterday. What's another one? This one is great. 125 Years, Your Companion for Life from Victorinox. Great vintage. What are some other ones I would recommend? Let's see. Here's another vintage I recently picked up. This Low Par Kenzo classic fragrance. Kind of expensive though. You kind of have to, that's the hard thing about vintage, is if you don't find it at an auction, you know, you got to find it on Joma, and a lot of the vintage ones I'm going to tell you, you're not going to find on Joma. I don't know why, but the way Ambar Dominicano comes across very similar to Obsession to my nose, that's crazy. I just got myself in my first Jean Paul, and it smells amazing. Beautiful, champions. Try a Lamal Elixir when you get a chance. Good websites to buy fragrances from. Joma Shop, Max Aroma, and FragranceBuy.ca. Imagine if they release a YSLY alone, but it has the same performance as Elixir. I know that would be amazing. Yeah, Seth, when it comes to vintage, what I would recommend doing is go on Fragrantica, and anything that you're curious about, search it on Fragrantica. As long as it has a 4 out of 5 or higher, you're probably gonna like it. And if you don't like it, you'll be able to sell it very easily, because a lot of people will be looking for vintage classics. If the problem with a lot of vintage is it has ratings between a 3 and a 4, and with those, if you don't like it, you're really screwed because they're hard to resell out. So always look at a fragrance on Fragrantica and make sure it has at least a 4 out of 5 or higher as a rating. All of the vintage fragrances I've showed you so far have at minimum a 4 out of 5 out of thousands of reviews. So that's what I do when I vintage shop. If I'm interested in anything, I'll pull it up on Fragrantica. As long as it has a 4 out of 5 or higher, then I'll look at the notes. If I kind of like the notes, I'll buy it. We're about to hit 1 hour, so I'm going to give you guys another minute or so to type any last minute questions you have for me, and then I'm going to head out. Do you like any Givenchy? Absolutely. I like Gentleman Boisé, I like Gentleman Society, and I like Gentleman Reserve Privé. Yeah, you know, Givenchy is known for making romantic scents and classy scents. Sometimes they marry the two and you get a classy, sexy scent like Gentleman Reserve Privé. But if you want to stay on the classy side, I would go Gentleman Boisé or Gentleman Society. No, 30 is about the main average. Sometimes we'll hit 60, 90, or even 120. but it's not based off popularity. It's based off the time of day and all that stuff. LeBeau versus Sauvage Elixir all day. What do you got? What got you into collecting colognes rather than having 20 or so? Just the love of the art of it. You know, I just, at my age, at my age, you start thinking of things that you can do that scratch your self-expression itch and are good hobbies and stuff, because a lot of the stuff that you did as a teenager in your 20s and all that, you can't really do as much anymore. Fragrance is a great homebody hobby that fits my lifestyle and my age, and and I've always been into the arts, so the art of fragrance is really fascinating to me. What is the best cologne to use for work, not too expensive? So first off, I'm gonna say Lalique Lin Sumi, which is $40. Best work scent. And then after that, if you can afford something a little bit more expensive, for $100, you can get Tom Ford Grey Vetiver Eau de Parfum. Either of those will work. Either of those will work. If you wear a suit, I highly recommend you go into Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. If you're just working and you want to look classy, maybe you have an office job, car salesman, anything random like that, go with Lin Sumi. What are your views on Shiaka Shadow if you've tried it? It's good. Give it like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Any dark cedar bergamot recommendations? Aventus Absolute. Also, not everyone is asking questions at the same time right now. Correct. I forgot you recommended Guerlain's L'Instant. So L'Instant de Guerlain is really good, kind of silky chocolate patchouli, earthy scent. It's classy, it's sexy. So if you like that kind of sexy and classy, mature scent, L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme or Eau Intense or whatever, really good fragrance. And then Aqua Allegoria Neroli Vetiver. Aqua Allegoria Neroli Vetiver from Guerlain is really nice. I think for $70 you get like 120 ml. Amazing scent. Amazing scent. Kind of like a everyday grab, but super classy, earthy, airy, bright. I don't recommend Guerlain's Vetiver. I never have. Best YSL La Nuit de l'Homme clone. It's called Caprice. Has like a silver bottom and like a bluish top. It's like a half and half. You can get it on Amazon. I forget who makes it, Latafa or Armaf, but it's called something Caprice, Yom Caprice or something like that. That's the best La Nuit de l'Homme clone by a long shot. Have you tried Ex Nihilo Speed Legends? Of course I have Speed Legends. If so, does it smell like Prada L'Homme? No. Night Drive smells like sorry. I don't have original Speed. Actually, I take that back. I don't have original Speed Legends. I have the Night Drive. So, I can't speak on original Speed Legends. I did smell it when I went to the Ex Nihilo boutique, but I don't remember what it smells like. Night Legends, I believe Speed Legends is kind of supposed to be like the daytime and Night Drive is supposed to be for the night. But yeah, I don't recall what original Speed Legends smells like. Thoughts on Tom Ford Noir de Noir? I love it, but you don't need it. You can get, where the heck is that fragrance? Am I just losing my mind, guys? Where did I... Noir de Noir is amazing, but you don't need it, because Club de Nuit Intense for Women smells just like it. Oh, thanks, Eric. I really appreciate that. What do you think of Hawas Tropical? Very good scent. Hawas is known for having really good quality, affordable Risasi as a house has been around forever. Hawass Tropical is a nice scent. I'm not really big into tropical scents, but it's still a good scent. I'd probably tie that between that and like Cod Lodge Island. Do you have any recommendations for something chocolatey but still has a fragrance vibe to it? Because I don't want to smell like Hershey's. Yeah. Um, Bulgari Man in Black. It's not going to smell like Philosophia, but Philosophia is the gourmand nature of Philosophia is not due to patchouli. Um, Bulgari Man in Black, you'll like that. It's not going to smell like Philosophia though. It's not a gourmand. How will we know if we're getting a real clone or a fake clone online from Amazon? No one talks about this. I mean, you look at the seller ratings. You make sure that the seller is an actual company, not a person. And then you also look at the reviews. If somebody gets a fake, right away they'll report it. How is Amouage Black Iris? It's great. It can be challenging, meaning if you put 10 random people in a room, maybe 5 will like it, 5 will hate it. But try it before you buy it, but I really like it. I think it's a great Amouage release. What's an amazing sporty scent? Maybe a high quality and smoother Polo Red. Polo Deep Blue Parfum. Favorite Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Male Elixir. Joe Milano Wild Card or Lafayette Street? Lafayette Street every single time. Well, that makes no sense. Why would I ever pick the clone over the original? Do you know any fragrance that can replace Armani Code Colonia? No, I don't, Dashi. Any cologne suggestions that smell like Dylan Blue? No, not really. Mont Blanc Legends Blue. Mont Blanc Legend Blue, maybe something like that. Yeah. If you're gonna get a $120 or a $200 fragrance one daily, if you want to get a niche fragrance but you can't afford 120, get Mancera or City Rhythms, either of those brands, because those are niche companies that sell their fragrances around the $70 to $100 price point. You can get a couple of them for 70 and they're really good. So look into Mancera, look into City Rhythms, and buy them off of Olfactory LLC. Just Google search them, or Joma or Fragrance by CA. You'll be able to get them for around the $70 price point, and you can get some really expensive smelling stuff for really cheap. Have you tried Off Non Supremacy Noir? Yes. I think it's like 80%, David. I don't think it's worth buying. Like it's good quality, but not close. Any time, Uncle. Uncle sound crazy. Any last minute questions before I go, guys? I've been standing up for 68 minutes. I'm ready to go. What other questions y'all got for me, though? I'm happy to answer any last minutes. Have you tried mahogany teakwood? Absolutely. I actually still have a mahogany teakwood lotion in my bathroom. But I have tried the fragrance as well. I actually think for men, that is the only fragrance from Bath and Body Works worth buying, and I don't even think they make the cologne anymore from that you get in store. I'm not sure at this point, but mahogany teakwood was nice, but where I'm at today in my journey, it would feel very average, but that would be the only one I would point men to from Bath and Body Works. Do you dislike Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille because it's overrated or because you're not a fan of the combination? Neither. I don't like Tobacco Vanille because it smells cheap. The tobacco in Tobacco Vanille is very, very ashy, very sharp. The vanilla is very bland. The Tobacco Vanille comes off like a harsh, cheap candle to me. Tobacco and vanilla is fine. Like Le Male Elixir is great. But I actually think Lamal Elixir is like eons better than Tobacco Vanille. What makes Tobacco Vanille even worse is it has all those qualities I just said, but they did it in a niche way. Like really the problem with Tobacco Vanille is balance. It's used with cheap aroma chemicals and it's unbalanced. So it just, there's stuff that sticks out in that fragrance. Now, after an hour, it dries down okay, but there's just not a lot going on with the scent profile, and the aroma chemicals are cheap in it. So they've McDonald's out the DNA, and I would much rather see somebody wearing Lamal Elixir than Tobacco Vanille any day of the week. It's more complex, it's smoother, it's more balanced, it's got more longevity. Well, I take that back. The longevity of Lamal Elixir is the same as Tobacco Vanille, because I think Tobacco Vanille is at least like a 10-hour fragrance. So yeah. Have you put your nose on Amir's Maj Moscow Mule? Is it good? It is good, but you know, it's only like a 7.5, 8 out of 10 fragrance DNA. I have a cologne and I have the cologne and the body cream. Yeah, it never gets old. It's, you know, it's mature, it's masculine, it's classy, it's nice. I'm not hating on mahogany teakwood at all. Do you like any of the Lacrosse cologne? No. No. I don't dislike it, but I don't like it. Anything else, guys? Oof. Oof. God dang. Oh, that was strong. Oof. Gosh. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. What's your favorite from Offnon? I don't carry very many Offnon, but I love Supremacy Collector's Edition. I love Tarathi Blue. I mean, the thing you guys got to realize is Offnon, Latafa, Maison Alhambra, like they're all under the Armaf blanket. So it's basically just a different group of guys that changed their name, but Armaf still makes their money. Date night fragrance that's leathery and vanilla. Absolute aphrodisiac from Initio. Beautiful leather, vanilla, amber. Absolutely. Have a good night, Mike. Good to see you, brother. Bro, I like that shirt. Where'd you get it from? I don't remember. I ordered it online, I think. All right, guys. Hey, listen, if you're new to the channel, I post 2 to 4 videos every single day on the channel. I have as much content as somebody like Gent Sense. You know, we do Q&A, we do entertainment game shows, but I have over 800 reviews on everything from clone dupe inspired, designer niche, and independent niche. So if you're into fragrances, you can go on my videos section and search any fragrance, and I've probably reviewed it. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I do not go live for any other reason than to answer questions. So the only time I keep going is until you guys stop asking questions, and I hope you guys got a lot of value out of tonight. And again, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for a week, give it a shot. If you're into fragrances, this is where you want to be, because I go through hundreds of fragrances every single month, and we go into everything. So give it a shot. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I hope you guys have Monday off, because I know I do. And let's enjoy ourselves, guys. Take care. Stay blessed.